Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Irfan Hilman bin AZIZ. My matrix number is 2213023887 and I am from UR 6523009, which is network design. And today I would like to demo my lab 4, which is socket and introduction to GUI. So first thing first, I would like to explain a little bit about server GUI. So as you can see, I imported a few classes in order to create or in order to combine between GUI and also basic connection and input output inside this Java programming. So I will not go through all of this coding because it is a lot, but I can say that there are a few functions that I can simply explain. Like for the first one is set title, which is we set the title of the GUI after we run. After this, name echo server, and then we set the GUI size 400 and 300, which is the width and also the length. Then we also created text area where the conversation between the client and also the server will pop up there, and we can see after this. Then also we have a response field. We also have JText field where the server can respond back towards the request from the client. Then we go on towards the core or main coding, which is this one. First of all, we created a new thread. Then using try cache method, we created a new object named server socket equals to new server socket at port 2222. Then at the GUI, then it will pop up this line or this sentence, which is server started waiting for clients. We do not use system.out.println like we used before, because that one will pop up only on console, but this one, append to text area, will pop up towards the area of the GUI later on. So then we have client socket equal to server socket that accept, where we connect or where we accept the connection between the client and the server whenever the client tries or attempts to connect at the same port, which is 2222. Then using get input stream, we can read the input from this client, using get output stream, and combined with print writer, we can send back the message we want to the client as our answer. Then at the text area, if the client already connected, we can say, or we can show that on the text it will show you that the client is connected, in addition of the address of the client that connected towards the server. Then if the input from the client is not null, is not equal to 9, it will pop up towards the server GUI or the server UI text area. It will say client says addition towards the input that the client send, and if the client says stop, it will break this what we call it, disconnection. Then it will pop up at the text area also that the client disconnected, and we will close the function we created or just now, which is out, which print writer, and in for buffer reader. We also close the server and the client socket, and at the text area also it will say that the server closed. So then afterwards, for the response that we want to give back towards the client, if the response is not null, or the output we send is not null, which is no output, or we don't respond, and the response is not empty, it will say that server says plus the response of the client of the server towards the client, and it will appear also at the server GUI that the server says plus the response the server wants to give towards the client. And then this one response field dot set text, these two what we call it note is to clear the field that already been used to give the answer back towards the client. So as you can see, this one is just the function of class for append to text area, and also public void main where we start the GUI. So as you can see, overall I just want to say that this function is the main one where we create or we establish how the Java wants to combine these two big, or we call it collaboration between server, and want to make it pop up using GUI, using some of the using the codes here. So instead of use like normally we use system.out.println, right now we use append to text area for GUI function. So yeah, this one is for server, and we'll proceed towards the client. Okay, for GUI for client also, we also the few codes are the same, just like the server GUI, where we initialize the GUI functions, as well as some other function like input, like buffer reader for input and print writer for output, and socket for show for the connection. Then right here also we set our GUI title name echo client. The set is 400 and 300 for the length and the width. Also, we also create a JText area where the text or where the conversation between the server and the client will be pop up there, and we carried it after I run the program. Then moving on towards the main code, where we also use try catch method, where we create a new object, socket equals a new socket localhost 2222, where it connects towards the port of 2222 whenever we run, which is also the same as the server GUI just now. So if we run this code, it will connect towards the port that server already wait after this. And also it will pop up at the text of the GUI saying that connection established. And also we have get input stream and also get output stream for input and output exchange between the server and the client. As for while operation right here, if while response equals in.readline is not equal to null, meaning there is response from the server, it will pop up at the text of the GUI afterwards. Then this happens if it's actually related towards this, if the message from the client equals to stop, it will stop this connection between server and client, and it will close the function we created just now, and also close the server. Also pop up the text saying that the client closed. So also this one also says that server disconnected. Yeah, basically that's how the client and server connect towards each other. I mean the basic functions are actually pretty much the same. How they create, how they respond, how the functions are being used also are similar. So for now, I will show you how the GUI and the connection between server and client using GUI functions. So the first one, we need to run the server GUI first. So as you can see, a GUI pop up, and you can see that there are a few things that I mentioned before in the video that pop up right now. The first one is set title, which is echo server, and then also the size 400, 300, 400 for left to right, and 300 for up to down. Also we have text field, text area, which is this area where the text of the conversation between the server and the client will pop up. And then also we have text field, this field where we can actually give the response towards the server after this. So as you can see that it says that server started and waiting for the clients, because I didn't run the client GUI actually. So I will run right now the GUI client, the client for GUI. So as you can see, it pop up another GUI for client, and before that I need to connect to the server first. So I must press the button. So when I press the button, it says that the server, it says that the client connected at the server text area, and it gives us the IP address of the client, which is 127.0.0.1, and on the text area of the client it says connection established. So right now I can start the conversation between this client and the server. So if let's say I say hello, it will say hello right here, and both of the text area of the GUI will pop up the same message. The message sent hello from the client and the server will pop up. Then the server can respond like something like hello too. Then the server says hello pop up on both sides, meaning that the connection between the sides are actually well managed and actually established. Then let's say I can request something like I want an ice cream. Yeah, it will pop up just like before. The client says I want an ice cream, then the echo server say no, for example. Yeah, so after a few conversation between the server and the client, and if the client already satisfied getting the answer he wanted or she wanted, they can simply close the connection just by entering stop. Stop. So yeah, it says stop, then the server will be disconnected. Also the client close, pop up on this J text area, and the server also says the client disconnected and the server closed. So as you can see, this is how the conversation between the client and the server. We can see this more clearer compared towards the console we use in lab 3. So yeah, that's all for me for lab 4. As you can see, I managed to connect both server and client using the functions and make the conversation appear in GUI form. So yeah, that's all for me. Thank you.